Welcome back! Man, we are at a bar, hence not being on time today, but really wasn't a bar, it was the freaking technology that we're using here at Barside Jive. I need this more than you realize.
It's good beer.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Austin's Ambler.
Really?
Yeah.
Austin, like Austin, Texas.
Yeah, it's Independence Brewing.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well, guys, we are on the air and live at AJ's Bar, located at 651 South Main Street in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas, where we are every freaking Monday at noon Central-ish. Heavy emphasis on the ish. Where's Shakes, bro? Where's Shakes?
I don't know. It's a hell of a fucking weekend.
Yeah, I know. You had a big weekend, didn't you?
Man, we did.
Main Street Fest,
Main Street Fest.
post-COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We had Andy Pierce and his buddies all out there.
yeah.
Bunch of different bands. He did a good job.
Andy learned how to play?
Yeah.
Did?
He knew narcotics.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Houston.
Yeah. Houston, yeah. Where you're from?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His wife's really great, too.
She's the judge. She used to be the judge
Yeah.
over in Euless.
Yeah, nice lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. We see that you guys brought some others today. We appreciate that. We appreciate you sharing the show and telling others about it, and then dragging them by the collar over to your table while you eat lunch, unless you're on the West Coast and you're eating brunch, having those mimosas and shit out there on the
Gummies.
beach.
That kind of shit.
Yeah, gummies. Yeah. Well, we appreciate it, both AJ and I. Whoa. My featured guest today is none other than the legendary Kim Mitchell. Kim? There you go. The legendary Kim Mitchell. Joseph Kim Mitchell was born July 10th, 1952. He's a Canadian musician, was the lead singer and guitarist for Max Webster. Before going on to a solo career, his 1984 single Go for Soda charted on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, reaching number 86. 6 other singles, Patio Lanterns, Rock and Roll Duty, Rockland, Wonderland, Expedition Sailor, America, and Some Folks, reached the top 20 in Canada and are played on the Zoo on Vocal, vocalnow.com. And here he is now, Kim Mitchell.
Hi there, I'm Kim Mitchell, and you're watching Barside Jive. Stick around.
Thanks, Kim. We appreciate that, buddy. Really, really do. This is about the time during the show when I turned to AJ and asked him, AJ, what are we drinking today? But hell, he's already told me.
I'm an impatient motherfucker.
So Independence Brewery
Yeah.
down in Austin, Texas.
Austin,
Yeah! That's a good beer. It's a good beer. It's hoppy.
A little love hop. A little sweet at the end.
Yeah,
Not overly sweet.
not overly.
Just a little.
Just a little hint of sweetness. All right, guys. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that Barside Jive has always been and still is sponsored by the legendary radio station, The Zoo. Right, AJ?
The Zoo.
On vocal.
Very, very cool. The Zoo will never die, guys. Never. In addition to my guest segment, which comes later in the show, I've got unconventional news, non-traditional weather, our weird world of sports, and traffic that's sure to make you go, what the hell did I just see? Delivering with that edginess and that rawness you crave, but you won't get it from those corporate media activists over at the traditional one-sided commie propaganda outlets, right, AJ?
Exactly.
Sometimes things seem pretty hopeless, right, when you watch the news all the time. But remember what that great philosopher Robert Plant said, your time is going to come. Some of our stuff is satire simply because you got to laugh to keep from crying, but the difference in us and those other guys is that we're actually entertaining, AJ and I. We actually are fun to be with. So we're glad you're here, and we hope you'll stick around till the end because you don't want to miss anything. And be sure to stick around till the very end for another reason, because we always stick something special at the butt end of the show, and I'm sure you're going to like today's. Oh, I got a joke.
All right.
So this man walks into a bar. You can envision this. Yeah, he walks into a bar with a bag and orders a drink. After a while, the bartender says, "What's in the bag?" The man says, "Nothing, but don't worry about it." The night continues, and the bartender keeps asking, but the man keeps giving him the same answer. "Nothing, just don't worry about it." Well, towards the end of the night, the bartender offers the man a free beer if the man shows him what's in the freaking bag. So the man finally agrees. He reaches into the bag and pulls out a tiny piano and a tiny man that sits down and starts playing the piano. Whoa. The bartender says, "Wow, that's freaking amazing. Where'd you find that guy?" The man looks up and says, "Well, I have this magic lamp that grants me wishes, but the stupid thing's broke." The man then hands the bartender the lamp and says, "You can try it if you want." The bartender happily grabs the lamp and wishes for $1 million, and the room is suddenly filled with $1 million. "This thing is definitely broken," says the bartender. The man replies, "Tell me about it. Do you really think I wished for a 12-inch pianist?" Little misunderstanding. You got to pronounce those words correctly. Oh man! I tell you, it was my daughter's 21st birthday this weekend.
Yeah, you said earlier.
Yeah, we had a blast. My son, my oldest son, and his wife were in town, and from San Antonio, and we hung out. We had a blast this weekend. It was freaking awesome. You know,
I worked.
I know you did, but you made money,
I did.
and that's your business.
Yeah.
So you did good.
So much so I'm taking tomorrow off.
Are you?
So I can clean 2 days instead of just
Yeah, you need to, because it's a disaster around this place. Man, I thought, woo, it looked like the Revenge of the Alamo. But the great, well, it wasn't Great Fest, it was Main Street Fest. So it went well.
Went very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had, like I said, we had Andy Pierce and his guys. I probably should give a shout out to them and everybody that was here. Go ahead, say something else about
Oh, okay. Well, while AJ's looking up his list, how about one of my life hacks?
Go for it.
Is that cool? Okay, let's do a life hack. All right, guys. Life hack number 1300 in DC's book of life hacks. Don't throw out those old doll heads. You can turn them into handy night lights for your kids. No kidding, guys. Sometimes I'm driving down the street and I see trash and there's a doll. Keep those doll heads. Just stop and grab them, because they make great lamps for your freaking kids. Seriously. And always remember, one man's trash isn't another man's treasure. Or something like that. Wouldn't you love to have one of those?
No.
Right by your bed? Yeah, you would, AJ.
No.
AJ love to have one. I'm gonna make you one. I'm gonna find a special doll head, and I'm gonna make you a lamp, just for you. For me, to you.
You gotta be careful with your dolls, DC.
If
I
you
have one that's like this.
do that closer. If you want to share your life hack or maybe some worthless information with us, give us a call on the bar phone. That number being 9. 469-844-1631, because we know everything, right, AJ?
Everything.
And also remember, guys, that knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. Isn't that what they say? Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. By the way, if today is your birthday and you want AJ to sing to you, just give us a call on the bar phone, 469-844-1631, and AJ will sing. You love to sing, don't you? Be sure to check out my YouTube channel.
Are you thirsty?
That was good. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel. Just search Barside Jive Live at youtube.com and click subscribe, and then click that little bitty bell. To receive notifications when I post my premium content, which is free to all of you guys because you're premium people. And I appreciate you. And now an important PSA from our friends over at the Atlanta Genital Institute.
Your testicles and you. Take a good look. These are the unlucky ones. These unfortunate souls are suffering from ESS, enlarged scrotum syndrome. Here at the Atlanta Genital Institute, teams of doctors are at work around the clock to cure this dreaded affliction. Hi, I'm Dr. Zillman, and I'd like to talk to you about your testes. The human testicle is not unlike a balloon. Sometimes it is empty. And sometimes it is full. And sometimes maybe this will help you understand.
oh yeah.
Just remember that your testicles, when treated with love and care, will give you years of maintenance-free service.
I don't have any strangers, but I got.
But if abused, well, the inevitable conclusion. So next time, do the smart thing. Don't let anything come between your testicles and you. Thank you.
If they can, they've never gotten me any.
Oh, they don't give it. Oh, okay.
There's no way to advertise on them. So
Oh, God.
Gotcha.
okay, buddy.
That PSA always makes me want to cough for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, speaking of testicles, what's it called when a man gets kicked in the nuts?
Painful.
Besides painful. Testicular manslaughter. Yeah, baby. Testicular manslaughter. Okay, so guys.
So let me
Okay.
give a shout out.
Oh, shout out time. Shout out. This is a shout out.
I wanted to tell everybody that came out for the Main Street Fest. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Here's to you guys. We got a list here of, let's see.
Read them out loud.
Marty Nelson doing classic country and easy listening. Artemis doing contemporary folk. Giovanni Riggins doing piano rock. Randy Floyd, classic country. Wade Johnson doing contemporary folk, classic rock. Jeff Poteet doing contemporary piano favorites. The Tejas Sandburgers doing classic rock.
The Sandburgers.
Yeah. And then there was a couple we didn't get, but they put a good show on.
Yeah! Thank you. Where's our hats?
I don't know.
We should put our hats on.
Nah, we should just
We're talking country.
we should just drink.
Country music. Oh, what are we drinking to? This is a little shot action. What are we drinking?
This is the good Main Street Fest.
Main Street Fest.
Thank you.
Successful. What are we drinking?
Tequila and Jim Beam.
Okay. Here we go.
Hold on, man.
You got an hat?
Got that one.
Those tan lines.
He won't.
They're gnat
He
attractors.
didn't get much.
No. He's gone now. Oh, that's good stuff. Talking about love. Okay, so hold the applause, guys, because it's time once again for that segment with all those big-ass raving reviews. You know what I'm talking about. Our breaking freaking news. I only have to tell you.
It was in inside.
It was dead.
Yeah.
That alcohol killed it.
Oh, as soon as it hit it.
Yeah. I figured. Wait a minute.
What happened?
Oh, shit.
Sorry, guys. We get a little sidetracked. Sometimes we think we're going to get a bigger break than we do.
Not bad. Not bad.
Our top news story straight in from the Barside Jive news desk. You guys are going to love this shit. Is Disney to remove problematic kiss from classic movie Snow White? Snow will
How do you tell the
now.
story? How the fuck do you tell the story?
Snow will now remain dead. That's right, kiddies. A corpse she becomes. Now, this is straight out of Orlando, Florida. The non-consensual kiss in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Yep, it's problematic.
Should have gave her a mushroom stamp.
It's obviously problematic, so the Walt Disney Company did the only sensible thing, remove the kiss, leaving Snow White dead. A victory for the social progressives. How about that, AJ? And, I ain't done yet, media condemns Israel for unprovoked attack on innocent Hamas rockets. Straight out of Israel, the media has condemned Israel for launching an unprovoked attack on innocent Hamas rockets that just so happened to be flying overhead this past week. Believe that? Yeah, baby. These rockets were out for an innocent leisurely flight across Israeli airspace, and Israel heartlessly took them down, say CNN anchor, wiping tears from his eyes. It is clear that Israel is the aggressor here. Just look at those poor defensive little guys. They barely got a chance to fly. Though they have been shot down heartlessly by the IDF, the rockets will always fly on in our hearts. Footage shows the rockets on their normal flight path, a sightseeing trip according to the Associated Press, with Israel's rockets being launched to attack the innocent rockets minding their own business. As Hamas rockets crashed into the ground, Brian Stelter, he's a little chubby, bald-headed guy, right?
Pasty white boy.
Yeah. He wept uncontrollably, which is not surprising. Why, God, why, he cried. So much explosive potential wasted. Wow. So much for being a dick.
Did you see the new, what was it, AOC and all of those? Did you hear what she said? That Israel is an apartheid state?
Oh, God. Dude.
What a bitch.
That makes you drink more. Just think about it. Also from the Barside Jive news desk, CDC says you no longer have to wear a life jacket outside in case of rain. Out of Atlanta, Georgia, guys, the CDC has updated its guidelines and announced that you no longer have to wear a life jacket outside in case of rain. Oh, you think I'm kidding?
They should this morning.
They got, boy, isn't that true? This whole weekend.
Hold on, slow down.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can't go. We can't move Sunday. The guidelines have been put in place last year during a particularly rainy March, and although many experts had claimed we would just have to wear the life jackets for a couple of weeks, mandates remained in place for well over a year. But now, I'm trying to get my news voice down, but now, even hardcore pro-life jacket agencies like the CDC have admitted it's time to take off those life jackets and go about your normal lives. Look, unfortunately, the rainy season is just about over, said CDC Director Rochelle Walensky. We had hoped it would last forever, but even we must admit you no longer have to put a life jacket on when going outside. However, the updated rule only applies to people who have taken swimming lessons at an improved swim lesson site.
Papers.
Exactly. Still, many say that this is progress over the strict and sometimes anti-science position taken by the CDC throughout the flood season. But we will still remain vigilant, and life jackets may become a seasonal thing worn every October through April to stay safe. Despite the updated guidelines, many libs announced that they would continue to wear life jackets until the chance of drowning in a sudden freak flash flood hit 0%. This is way too soon, said Chrissy Mackinac of Austin, Texas. Speaking of Austin, as she watched people walk by without life jackets. Look at those anti-science Neanderthals walking around. Her state of Texas removed the life jacket mandate several months ago, causing many experts to predict that there would be a massive spike in drownings. But none of those predictions of doom came true. You're all going to die, she screamed at passerbys as she put a snorkel on. What do you think about that, AJ?
I don't know what to think about.
I don't care. Oh, that beer's good. Our trending news items segment is
good that comes out of Austin. But you know what? The governor did do a good thing for us.
which time?
Just like Wednesday, wasn't it? That he passed the alcohol can still go to go.
Oh yeah.
It was Wednesday.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Thanks, Gov.
That's right. I'll have it.
You see, Matthew McConaughey's looking to take
Run for governor. Yeah.
He had said he's going to be a Democrat or a Republican or an independent.
Independent. Yeah. Wonder how he'll do. I think he'll do pretty well.
He'll probably win.
Yeah. Well, you know, look at the Terminator won California. Okay, our trending news items segment is brought to you by our friends over at Body Action Products, and here he is, Body Action Products spokesperson AJ, with a word from Body Action Anal Bleach Gel.
Body Action Anal Bleach Gel is a super concentrated, intimate skin lightening gel. Intimate area skin lightening gel. It is formulated to help improve the appearance of an uneven skin tone and diminish discolored areas of the... What the fuck you got me reading here, man? It's ideal for anal, vaginal, penis, scrotum, nipples, dark underarms, and any other intimate area skin lightening needs.
Just for that asshole in your life that needs to lighten the fuck up. Trending nationally.
Who the fuck comes up with this shit?
Hey. As long as they pay,
Who the fuck
We'll
cares
read
what
it.
color your fucking ass is?
just maybe your mate.
My wife doesn't look at my ass.
Really? That's not what you told me earlier.
That is exactly what I told you earlier.
Trending nationally. Before I get in trouble. New school program raises awareness. You know, we need to do a shot.
We just did a shot. Remember? One had an ad.
Yeah, but that was like earlier in the show. We that was like a pre-shot. We got to do a post-shot. Don't worry, guys. It's just COVID. I get it every year. New school program raises awareness of things kids don't know. No, let me start over. New school program raises awareness of things kids didn't know that they were supposed to be offended about. Yeah, baby. Oh, shoot, AJ, we forgot to go to anal bleach photo.
That's okay.
Okay.
They got the gist.
All right, well, we'll go on. So Congresswoman discovers... No, that's... my news... That newsroom, I got to deal with him. The new school program raises awareness of things kids didn't know they were supposed to be offended about. Boom. And Congresswoman discovers key to stopping mass shootings by passing sensible legislation against thoughts and prayers. Boom. She is not very smart, is she?
She Reminds me of the donkey on Hee Haw.
She is not very smart. Can you imagine trying to have a conversation with her, like one-on-one? Oh my God.
I'd have my hand around her throat.
And she would consider that a threat.
It's not a threat.
In fact, when she watches this, she'll probably like file charges.
Not a threat. You're in arm's distance. I'd have my hand around your throat.
And amid gasoline shortage, Antifa opts to use Molotov cocktails. Boom. Well, guys, there you have it. Right here, AJ's the man. And I think it's time for some rock history. What do you think, AJ?
Let's go with
Rock history.
Nothing but just go right past it. Yeah, I have one. Oh, well, it can be considered a Beatle thing. It's not really.
God.
It's not really, but it can be considered kind of a Beatle thing.
Can we just fucking glaze over that?
No. Here we go. It's the last one. It's May 17th, and here's some reasons why this day matters in rock history. In 1980, boom. Oh, boom. In 1980, boom. Boom.
There you go.
In 1980, drummer Peter Criss left Kiss after Gene Simmons' then girlfriend Diana Ross told him he was too talented to be in the band.
Wait a minute, his girlfriend was who?
Diana Ross.
And she told him he was too talented to be in the band?
Yeah.
What was he supposed to be in?
I don't know, dude. Did I tell you about that wasp that stung me in the throat? So I'm sitting out on my deck the other day, and I got something hitting my hair, and I thought it was a June bug. You know, they're coming out. I've had 2 so far. But you know, you have 1, you have 2, and then you have 80 million. Okay. So I thought it was a June bug, and I grabbed it, and it was a fucking yellow jacket, and it stung me twice in the beard and once in the hand. And then I saw it on the ground, so I killed it. But
Why?
because I hate them. But this yeah, it stung me 3 times in one of these places in my beard. Like made a huge knot. It was like I had 2 Adam's apples.
You should have shaved your beard off.
Dude, and it still itches, and it still itches and it's sore. And it's been like 3 or 4 days.
Maybe get a haircut. I'm just saying.
I don't need a haircut.
I'm just saying, give it a try.
All right, AJ. In 1983, boom, David freaking Bowie, guys. The #1 song in the country, in the whole country, in the whole U.S. of A. was David Bowie's "Let's Dance." Who's that? We got a ghost in the building. I got an eye twitch. In 1990 was the year. You guys know him. Nirvana played the last date of a North American tour in Boise, Idaho. The gig was the final one that drummer Chad Channing played with the group. After playing on Bleach, Chad chose to leave the band. Bad mistake, Chad. Due to creative differences. He was replaced by Dave Grohl in September of 1990. Imagine that. The decisions we made and the consequences of those decisions. Well, that leads us to 2003, when what happened? Well, I'll tell you. Scott Weiland, Stone Temple Pilots singer, was arrested in L.A., that would be Los Angeles, California, after police stopped him for driving without headlights and found cocaine and heroin in his car. He was released on $10,000 bail. That's about what you made this weekend, isn't it, AJ? Oh. Big government's listening. Big brother's listening.
What were you reporting on me, Dip?
Oh, what itches. In 2006 now, here we go. In 2006, Paul McCartney announced that he and his wife, Heather Mills, had given up the fight to save their marriage, and that after 4 years together, they were going their separate ways.
Tragic.
And guys, that's what happened on this day in rock history. which means it's time for... Yeah. Welcome to year 2 of 14 days to flatten that freaking curve.
What was it? Somebody said that we needed 14 days to flatten the curve because the East Coast was paying so much for gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's that 14 days working out for you?
Yeah, East Coast. You know, this just might be our last COVID update, AJ. I mean, the pandemic is over.
It's over.
At least in Texas, over anyway. For me, it's been over since it started. But you know, I can't hardly post anything on Facebook making fun of it because you know I get lambasted. Of course, then I
A lot
just
of fact checkers.
I can block all those people.
Yeah, I block them all.
I make room for new folks. But you know, really, it was pretty much over before it started. In my opinion, if it hadn't been for the media hype instilling fear in every living person. I mean, I was on my way here this morning driving down Main Street and I saw a lady outside by herself wearing a freaking mask. I'm like, okay.
I saw a guy come jogging by.
And with a mask. We need to pray for those people because they need prayer.
No. What we need to do is cull the herd.
Dude, we need to do a shot.
We need to cull the herd.
Cull the herd.
Not herd immunity.
What are we drinking,
Cull the
AJ?
herd. Tequila and bourbon.
Tequila and bourbon. Any special brand?
No,
I don't care if there's a bug in it or not. It's going down. It's going down.
That was Jim Beam and you got some trace agaves.
Hey, you know what? Give me mezcal. Do you really? Our next shot needs to be mezcal.
I don't drink.
You don't drink or you don't drink
Hold
yet?
on, DC. I'm doing my DC.
We're doing our shot.
Yeah, I can smell it. It smells like bourbon.
Smells like tequila.
Yeah, it's bourbon.
Yeah, it tastes like tequila.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Cheers.
I'm gonna get inoculated. I love mezcal.
Have a real point.
Dude, I did too.
I'm too stupid on it, but
Yeah, I love it. Oh, we gotta get back to the show. And now a special message from Dr. Fauci. Get it? Fauci. Fauxchi. Fauci. Yeah, that's right,
fuck
baby.
that dude.
Yep. Rainy season is just around the corner. Do your part to prevent drownings. If it can save just one life, it's worth it. 14 days to stop the rain. And there you have it. Fire that jerk off. Let's do some sports, AJ.
Alright.
We like sports. Let's do some sports. But before we play ball, we always stand for the national anthem because it represents the tradition, history, and beliefs of our nation and its people and helps evoke feelings of patriotism among Americans and reminds us all of our nation's glory, beauty, and rich heritage, although many of our athletes of this day do not believe. We here at Barside Jive believe. Here we go. Shit.
Fucking amateurs.
Okay, guys. So, Tony didn't program our end. So Tony didn't program, I know I'm throwing him under the bus. Tony forgot to fucking program in our national anthem. So,
Is he hanging on to the axle?
so I'm gonna like edit it in. So, you wanna stand?
Alright, good stuff.
Play ball. Alright guys, today we bring you the hair pulling championships on ice. That's right guys, here we go.
Little guy that can play that.
right. Guys, if you missed it, let's just freeze frame that bad boy. Don't you know that hurt?
Not really.
Oh, it hurt. Look at her.
She probably liked it.
No, dude, she didn't like it. She wasn't liking it. Look at that.
Oh, man. Seen that same kind of reaction.
Oh, that's the look of that dog you were talking about earlier in the show. Okay, guys, so it is time for. Oh, and just when you thought you'd seen everything, hair pulling on ice. And now a word from Foghat Cellars before I go there. Happy birthday yesterday to Roger Earl.
Happy birthday, Roger.
Last remaining member of that classic lineup. That some guy, I sent him a video yesterday, a happy birthday video. And yeah, 75, that guy, and he acts like he's 30s. But he's a great guy, and happy birthday, Roger. That's freaking awesome.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Here you go. All right, here's Roger.
Hi, DC. Thanks for having us on your show. And for you folks, I'm one of the band Foghat, and these are our wines. Foghat Cellars. This is a Chardonnay from Monterey County, absolutely delicious. 2014. We have 2013 Pinot Noir from Monterey County. It's absolutely fabulous, wonderful drinking wine. If you like Pinots, you'll love it. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon from Paso Robles. All our wines come from the central coast of California. Steve Rasmussen is our winemaker. Though in fact, myself and Linda actually get involved in the making of some of our wines. Drink, enjoy, go to foghatcellars.com to find out how to get it. Thanks, bye.
Hey, don't forget to use the coupon code Barside Jive.
That was good. Hey.
At the checkout screen for your 20% discount. And also remember, you can always get an autograph bottle from Roger. If you just ask for it and
Pay for it.
get it shipped to you.
You remember the website?
Nope.
Foghatcellars.com, guys.
Oh, yes,
Foghat
foghatsellers.com.
There you go. There you go. Man,
Foghatsellers.com.
pretty soon you'll be able to do this show by yourself, and I'll be able to just stay home. Yeah. No, you always got a fucking doctor's appointment.
Or golf.
Or golf. Oh, it's time for weather.
It's moist out there.
You all ready? Well, from your Barside Jive little weather center, we try to stick to the current weather since forecasts are always so wrong, including ours. Here we go. Hello, today's weather is forecast.
Yeah.
Drenching downpour earlier.
Yeah.
66 degrees, stays high as 82 with a 50% chance of thunderstorms all freaking day. How's the air quality, AJ?
That's okay.
They say it's good.
Yeah, air quality is good because it's moist.
Moist. Winds out of the south-southeast 8 miles per hour.
Yep.
Humidity is a
90%.
moist.
Moist.
Very
I
moist.
like it moist though.
Extremely moist.
I like my cake.
Yeah. I had some birthday cake this weekend.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, it was very moist. It was very good. Yeah, that blue velvet vanilla, homemade ice cream. Oh yeah, it was pretty good. The sun was going to set at 8:22. You believe it's going to go to 9 o'clock?
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Imagine that.
I love this time of year. You get a whole day. Although you may not know it because of the freaking clouds, but still.
And the moisture.
The moisture. I don't want you to have to look at the moon phase. I'm going to guess it's Schistous Gladimus, but you want to look it up.
I got it here, man.
Okay, well, go ahead and look it up.
I
Before I drink my beer.
figured out where to find it quick. Somebody's all into this shit.
What does it mean when your eye like quivers?
Sure gay.
My eyes like twitching.
It's weird.
It's just started twitching all of a sudden. I don't really get that. Are you going to have that anytime soon?
No, good.
All right, Mom. AJ's looking up the moon phase.
We're in the waxing crystal.
Wax on, wax off. So, is that a phone call?
Yeah.
So let's go to Tyrone, our Action Weather Center, for an update on all that rainfall out in Florida. Hey, T, how about an update on all that rainfall in the Sunshine State?
I'm so sorry, Bill. Oh my God! This is what just happened. That thing was crawling on my leg. Oh God! If that. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh no! Right at the wall for me. Oh. Oh.
All right, Tyrone, let's get something straight. I'm DC, not Bill. Okay? No Bill here. I'm DC. Guys, it does look like they are experiencing some technical. It's just a freaking bug, Tyrone. It's just a freaking little bug. You know, people like are cool with cockroaches until they start flying around, and then they're Satan incarnate. All right, but they were experiencing some technical difficulties, it appeared, in our Action Weather Center, and maybe some attack cockroaches. Poor Tyrone. Yeah, lost. Yeah. Remember all, but I fought back, and he's dead.
I don't know if I
He's
killed
like
him.
in lost.
I might have made him wish he was dead.
Oh no, he's like freaking
I'm not
demolished. Yeah. They fuck with me, they're dead. They don't fuck me, I leave them alone. It's like that day, I saw this big ass, I swear this wasp nest was this big. It was right about where I keep my trash can. And I left it alone. I thought, well, you know, live and let live, you know, it's cool. So I passed by it, I see it as it grew. From a little baby wasp nest to a big ass adult wasp nest. Yeah. And so I went out there one day to put my trash in the can, and one of those little fuckers stung me.
Animal?
Yo, so I got a can of that hot shot 50-yard spray. It's like a bear spray. And I walked around out and I killed every freaking wasp nest I could find.
So, several years back, I went to Oklahoma to help my father raise when Lane's father was still alive. Went to Oklahoma.
Is this a long story?
No.
Just kind of medium? Okay.
So then I'm cleaning it up out here, you know, everything around. And I had this piece of angle iron in my hand.
Angle iron, yeah.
And I hit a wasp nest that I didn't see. Well, man, they
Accidentally?
Yeah, they just pop on my leg.
Yeah.
And what I do, I take the angle iron and whack myself with the angle iron trying to kill the guy. So I got this big knot.
Oh, you hit yourself.
So I leave.
Oh, shit.
I go get in my truck and I leave and I go to the grocery store and I buy a case of wasp killer. And I go around the house. Man, there probably had to be 35 or 40 wasps hanging off of Johnny and Helen's house, man. I went to town, I killed every wasp.
Oh, yeah.
With
Scorched earth.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, well, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. You live and let live until you really did with me, and then
We had some. So I just got my ring earlier this year from my doorbell. And I guess there was a wasp nest somewhere around there. These damn wasps kept coming and setting off the motion detector.
oh my gosh. So we're looking in.
Yeah, so
all day I
I was here getting messages that a wasp was at my front door. So I went home, took it out on them with the hinges. So.
Yeah. Dude, I remember I was walking through my gate one time, and like 3 hornets, just short, 3 hornets stung me in the calf and put me on the ground. It felt like someone hit me with a baseball bat in the calf, and I went down to the ground. Those hornets are bad. They're bad now, but it hurt bad. Those hornets are tough.
We're all honest with each other.
No, I didn't cry. I was pissed, but it literally put me on the ground. Hornets are bad. Wasps, you know, this one's still kind of aggravating me. But no, those hornets, boom, boom, boom. I mean, they
What
hurt.
do you think you did to them to make them mad?
Nothing. I just walked through the gate.
Maybe they just didn't like the way you looked.
Possibly.
You never know.
You never know. Remember, guys? Oh, you remember all those old movies about Attack of the Giant Leeches and the bees and the spiders and Attack of the Killer Arachnoids and
Global warming.
Global Warming. Yeah.
Tag the op in their hairspray. Eat the ozone layer up.
I mean, some of those movies like are current. Some of them go back like 60s. But yeah, but they had one, Attack of the Killer Cockroaches, and it makes me think of a joke. You mind? Know how many cockroaches it takes to screw a light bulb? Really? Who knows? Because they all scatter as the light comes on. And that's your low weather from your Barside Jive meteorologist. Kinda. Here at Barside Jive. Close. Here at Barside Jive. Our weather was brought to you by our friends over at Swiss Me Healthy Fruity Smoothies. Well, guys, cigarette in the shower. Let's take, how about just a drink? Woo. Let's take a quick look at traffic. What do you say, AJ?
It's moving.
Well, how's it look out there on South Main Street today? AJ, 600 block. Wide open. Wide open. People take a break after the festival. Oh. Gotta watch them vans. Well, guys, they may be here. Well, guys, they may be found here on Main Street in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. But let's go to Alex on location in Northern California, in the city of Chico here in Highway 99 for a closer look at local road conditions.
Mezi nimiž nechybí Sabina Laurinová, Roman Zach nebo Sandra Nováková. Speciální pozornost byste měli věnovat také herečce Evě Josefíkové.
God, I don't know what the hell she said, but that ain't Alex. And that's not a road in Chico. Did you say a dumpster diver? That was classic. Oh, that reminds me of a joke. So a guy walks out of a bar.
With a bag?
No, not this time. He walks out of a bar, and on his way home, he heads up this alleyway. And in that alleyway, he sees a dumpster with a lamp in it. So the guy picks up the lamp, opens it up, and a genie light pops out and says,
Like Lulu?
Kinda, I am the genie of the lost lamp, and I will grant you three wishes. But whatever you ask for, your ex-wife's going to get double. So the guy then says, okay, I wish for a giant mansion. Well, the genie claps his hands, and the guy gets a giant mansion. Pretty cool, huh? Then the guy says, for my second wish, I wish for $100 million. Well, the genie claps his hands, and the guy gets $100 million. Before the guy makes his third wish, the genie reminds him, saying, now remember, your ex-wife just got 2 giant mansions and $200 million. And this is your last wish now. So the guy takes a couple minutes to think about it and says, okay, genie, for my last wish, I want you to take this baseball bat and beat me half to death with it. Well, that'll bring us up to our featured guest segment, which is sponsored by Hippin' Hippie. Hippin' Hippie is a Planet Living company known for its high quality, earth-friendly, 100% recycled candle line and natural body care products. That's what keeps us looking so good, right, AJ? Oh, wrong.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. Guys, we really enjoyed you today. Show's getting close to being done, but it's no wonder eco-sporting people love Hippin' Hippie. HippinHippie.com. As I mentioned, my eye is really twitching. I don't know why it's my right eye, but it is. As I mentioned earlier today, my guest is Kim Mitchell. There's Kim. Best known as the Canadian musician and lead singer and guitarist for the band Max Webster. Before going on to a successful solo career, he is such a good dude. I hope you guys enjoy this part too.
I never realized how many guys were out of Canada.
Oh,
You just didn't know.
but yeah. And one of my favorite bands from Canada, Triumph.
Yeah,
Well, the Guess Who? The Guess Who are from?
Well, the Guess Who, whenever you were talking last time, I was like, man, I thought they were American bands.
No, I mean so many great bands are out of Canada. You know, have you ever been to Canada? It's just a beautiful country. I mean, really, it's just beautiful. But guys, we will be right back with Kim Mitchell after this quick break. You want to go for a soda?
Sure.
You did so good. Well, this is a soda. You know, this is like a 2-beer shot.
Yeah.
Or 3? 2.
No, 2. 2 beer, 2 shots. Show.
Oh, I didn't do the mezcal. We ought to do a mezcal before we go. Shouldn't we? Yeah, well, yeah, you will. Okay, guys, we are, where are we at? Oh, it's time for bringing Kim Mitchell. We got to go to a break. But, before we go to our break and bring in the Kim Mitchell, we're going to do a little mezcal, baby. What are you going to do? Bourbon. I love mezcal. I love that smoky. Flavor. Here we go, guys. Hey, have a great week. It's good stuff.
Yours?
Yeah. It's good stuff. What brand was that mezcal?
El Silencio.
El Silencio?
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Got recommended to me by a DEA guy.
Don't forget to come to AJ's on Main 651 South. 651 South Main Street here in historic downtown Grand Valley, Texas. Just headed south, just to the right of the tracks, on the other side of the south side of the tracks, or the north side of the tracks. And tell AJ when you get here that DC sent you, he'll fix you up with a great shot. Right?
Yeah. That cost, of course.
That cost. You give them a little discount. They give you a little discount. Right? A little discount. Come on. Come on, AJ. Welcome back to Barside Jive. It is that time when I introduce my returning guest, Canadian songwriter and musician Kim Mitchell. His 1984 single "Go for Soda" charted on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, reaching number 86, and was one of my favorite songs of the early 80s. 6 of his other singles reached the top 20 in Canada. What an achievement. It's a real pleasure having you back here once again, Kim.
Thanks. Nice to see you, Daryl.
Kim, tell me about your relationship with the Bare Naked Ladies.
Sure. They're just they're kind of good friends. I mean, we kept running, and I've run into them on and off, not on stages, and then they were real fans. They would, every time you'd run into them, they would start singing a Max Webster song, and then some people started to say, "Hey man, your song Blue River Liquor Shine, Bare Naked Ladies do that in sound check a lot of the time." So
That's cool.
yeah. So I was at a point where I was recording a new record, and I wanted to involve them in a remake of a song, Max Webster song called Diamonds, and just asked them casually, and then, man, they were right into it. They're one of those great bands that for any young musicians aspiring to, do something in music and make a living at it, which is very difficult to do. Those guys left home, like wives and girlfriends and parents and everything, got in a van and drove through the United States forever. Like forever. They play everywhere, college gigs, anything they could get going. And they did that for a few years. And That's kind of how it sort of happened for them in America, I think. But they're fun dudes to work with, and some people think, oh, it's kind of like comedy stuff. Man, they're a great band. They're really incredible chameleons. They can jump into this genre, jump into that genre. They're fantastic musicians.
Yeah, they really are. Yeah, I'm really fond of them.
Good. Really? Okay. Yeah. If you've ever seen them live, man, it's shocking how good they are. It's not shocking, but it's like you kind of expect a lot of comedy and fooling around. They do a bit of that, but man, when they get down and playing, they mean business. It plows really nice. Got a good groove and sonically sounds beautiful.
I have never caught a live show. Are those guys? They're still active?
Oh yeah. Not right now. No, many of us are, man. That's why you and I are talking right now.
Well, that's changing here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, thankfully, yeah. We'll catch up. Canada will catch up. You'll always win, but we'll catch up like in a few years maybe.
Well, hopefully not that long. I want to see you here in Dallas.
Oh, I'd love that. That would be fantastic. Love to come down to Texas and play a few cities.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Now, I understand you also have a pretty good relationship with at least the remaining members of Rush.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a relationship at all. When we played together, toured together, it was a fantastic time on the road. They were very generous with us and really taught us a lot about being on the road and it being, this is your life, man. This isn't don't listen to these record company guys. Don't listen to this. And just, it's your music. It's your life. Get it to where you love it. And that's all you can ask for. Since then, can you hear that? I'm just going to turn my speakers off. They're crackling. Edit. Since those days of touring with them, they became uber famous. Like they were pretty happening when we were with them, but they went into like that other stratosphere. So they've just been busy. I ran into Alex at a Christmas function, charity function. We played Battle Scar together, and it was fantastic. Alex is a real comedian. Always has been. He always was on the road, and he still was. And I have memories of Neil Peart. I think Neil was Alex's biggest fan because Neil was a very serious guy, very intense, very very guarded, and he'd be backstage, and Alex would come up to just start doing something stupid. And I always picture Neil with a book in one hand and his chrome cigarette package, putting his head back on. Alex is always doing something silly.
Yeah, what a loss.
Yeah, for sure. And what I mean. He had some tough stuff happen early on too, losing his wife and his daughter, and man, oh man. So, but he lived life large, so he got to do what he loved to do. So that's all we can ask of life, right?
Yeah, exactly. So those guys were, in a way, were they mentors?
Yes, very much so. DC, yeah. Very much. Taught us a lot. We watched them every night. And listen to their banter backstage. You just pick up stuff on, because they were pretty open about even talking a little bit about a little businessy stuff. I mean, they wouldn't bring up numbers, but be like, yeah, that guy from record company, this and that, and you'd hear them make some kind of comment, and you'd be like, yeah, that's the attitude. That's the way to look at it, And they were very jazzed when things started to do this. I mean, it was so beautiful watching them be so excited when they came up. Our first record in the United States has gone platinum. We're like, oh man! Of course, later on that night, into the bar. Let's go. Party time. And backstage our catering was like a bag of chips and some jujubes or something like that. And theirs was always like this hot food after the show. We go in and we just like, oh man. And they're like, hey man, help yourself. Be like, oh, is that okay? Really? Oh yeah, man, help yourself. Be like, hot food.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's awesome. We know you've, I guess, been on the bill with Def Leppard, Aerosmith, Van Halen, many others.
Yeah. The few of them have surprised me too, playing with Aerosmith and some festival, and we were on stage, and the word has it that they arrived while we were on stage, and Tyler was way back at the trailers and went, "Who's that on stage?" And we went, "Oh, it's Kim Mitchell." Goes, "Hey, take him up to the stage," because he liked what he was hearing. And he came up and he watched the last 4 songs, I think. Because my road manager, he was standing behind my road manager. That's the first guy I go to when we finish. So I was walking towards my road manager to get a towel, and out pops Tyler and gives you a big hug. It's like, man, this was amazing, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I remember we sat beside you at the Juno Awards, which are like the Grammys, the Canadian. And he remembered this stuff that he said, yeah, you did a song called Rock and Roll Duty. And it was like, man, that was great. I'm doing a really shitty impression of him. I'm sorry, but it's fun stuff.
I mean, that must be pretty exciting.
Yeah. Along the way, there's so many bands who play with REO Speedwagon, and I think we did stuff with Foghat, and I don't know, all kinds of fun stuff.
What are some other memorable experiences with other bands?
Oh, sure. One was a funny one, opening up for Van Halen, and it was an afternoon gig, and when the band showed up, and then the bass player, Mike, yeah. Michael shows up. It's funny how we forget him. What is that? What is that all about? Edit. Michael Anthony. Michael Anthony. So Van Halen shows up in their one limousine, and then Michael Anthony comes in, and Van Halen in the hindsight, when I think about it, they look really kind of rough. It was excuse me, afternoon gig. They'd probably been up late. They looked a little tired, and Anthony gets out of his car, and he's like showered, and his hair is blow dried, and he's dressed. He's like, we're like, hey, do you know Gerald Band? He goes, nah, man, they smoke cigarettes, they're all drinking and all that stuff. He says, I come to play. I mean, so does Van Halen. I just thought it was kind of a funny moment. And then on stage, looking over, and there's Eddie and Sammy watching me play. And that was a terrifying moment for any musician, any guitar player. So to do that, you're instantly breaking out into a sweat. But we're doing okay. We did okay in front of them. And they came back later. Just knock on the door, and in walks Eddie and Sammy, and talked for a little while. They're quite nice. But the funny part of the thing was, if I may say, we're on stage watching them. There's a little road case beside Eddie on the side of the stage. He's got like 4 or 5 drinks there. Not all booze. Like it's sort of a variety of stuff. He's got water, he's got juice, he's got Gatorade, he's probably got some kind of hooch there, drinking something in case he needs a little shot of something. So he'd come over and, in between songs or when something's going on, he'd take a quick sip. And remember, we're standing right there. My lighting director, my sound man, and myself, the 3 of us. And my lighting director would say anything. He just didn't have a filter. So Eddie comes over, it's an outdoor gig, and Eddie comes running over, he takes a sip, and he goes, oh man, he says, sounds like shit up here today. And my lighting director goes, oh yeah, you should hear it out there. Oh man! Like, did you just? Because it did kind of sound rough up front for that gig for some reason. But it doesn't matter, it's like it's all about the energy. But it was kind of like, whoa, this is sounded a bit rough out here for a second. But I'm sure they got it together later. I couldn't believe he said that, man.
Yeah.
You hear it out there?
No filter.
Nothing, man. Oh, man. But that was a good moment. They were sweet to play with and rocked seriously.
Did you ever play with them when David Lee Roth was frontman?
No. I went sat at the sound console for his solo thing, and because Billy Sheehan was a friend of mine. Billy Sheehan, the bass player, is a friend. Yeah, he still is. And that was an interesting one. I put out a mini album a long time ago, and there's a song on it called Kids in Action. It's kind of a rocking tune, and it was sort of when I broke away from Max Webster and started going solo. It was a little mini album, I guess you call it, EP. And one day Sheehan phones me and he goes, and this would be Steve Vai, Billy Sheehan, and this and that, I guess, and Dave. And he goes, hey man, we're in the studio, Ted Templeman. What's the lyrics for the second verse of Kids in Action? We're cutting the song. I'm like, the phone just drops. Like what? He goes, yeah, we're cutting Kids in Action right now, man. It's a cool song. We love it. What's the words of the second verse? So I'm like, okay, I give it to him. It got bumped by Tobacco Road later, but it was one of my almost moments, you know. And I wasn't sure it even got recorded. And then literally a few years ago, Billy found the track sheet, which is in a studio they'll make a track sheet. It's bass drum, snare drum, wood tracks, things are on. Vocals, guitar, and there it was, Kids in Action. Kim Mitchell, composer. And there it was.
Wow.
The almost famous moment.
How cool was that?
That was fun. Had some good times, man. Great times backstage.
Which
Dude,
bands were your favorites to tour with?
Well, we did so much with Rush. So I would say them first, but they were all kind of cool. There's a couple weird packages. Angel was on a couple things once. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're an American band, and it was a good band, but it's the first time I saw behind Marshall stacks they had vanities, and they go back behind from their hair with them. Can you imagine? There's a good job for Roddy. What do you do with the band? I work for Angel. Hey, that's pretty cool. What do you do? I go back and dust them up with their makeup and bring their hair at the vanity in between songs. Yeah, it was cool. Like, little bizarre moments like that. But they're good guys, so can't really think of many jerks. The only person that came close was Richie Blackmore. We did some stuff with Rainbow, and that was such a great band too. I stole his keyboard player after. But Richie hadn't said a word to me doing these dates, and then we're sitting shoulder to shoulder at a bar, and Richie hasn't said boo to me like on these few dates, and yet here we are, shoulder to shoulder. He's still not saying anything to me. And he turns to me and he goes, "This is a packed place." He goes, "You know what I don't like about you?" I'm like, what? I go, "No, man, what don't you like about me?" He goes, You play a Gibson guitar. You should buy a Stratocaster." And that's all he said. So I came home and I bought a Stratocaster. And I thank him for that. I love Stratocaster now. He was such a great musician. That's enough. I got millions of them, but we don't have a lot of time.
Well, in 2016, you survived a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
How big a setback was that to you?
Well, anyone who's gone through it knows it's terrifying as it is painful. It's painful and terrifying. A lot of stuff comes to mind. You just kind of go, "Whoa, where did this come from?" Because I wasn't a big dude. I hadn't smoked in 25 years and all kinds of stuff. So you just it's real cliche, but you really do reevaluate what's important. You know, the good earth, walking, enjoying a beautiful day, good meal, hanging out with some cool friends. That's the stuff that's important. What we do on stage is just something that we do.
How old were you in 2016?
I would have been
Mid to late 60s, right?
yeah, 63. It just been 63.
Yeah.
A little bit young to do that. But you know, my dad lived to 95. He smoked. He chased women. He was a good guy, you know, and worked in the coal mines with a young dude and everything. Like, man, that's pretty weird. But my mom had heart disease, so she died young. So I must have had what's going on there. So yeah, you just have to watch it, but you have to live your life too.
Yeah.
Remember saying that to my cardiologist once. He said, "Oh, so you know," he goes, "What have you been doing?" I need kind of crappy for a couple months, you know, been out and doing summer stuff. And he goes, "So living your life." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yeah."
Oh, yeah, well. So I guess you fully recovered, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, not fully recovered. There's some permanent damage there, but yeah. As you start, as the years come on, you know, pain-free days are over.
Yeah, true.
Oh, you look like a young, healthy dude, man. I'm sure you.
I looked at that video again the other day. The Go for Soda video just cracks me up. The TV, the guys watching the TV. Did you know those guys?
No, they were all just brought in, and it was a fun thing. And none of that was done in post. That we could see all that live. It was some kind of. It was kind of the on the edge of green screen. That kind of technology where you get, but they were doing that live as we were cutting it. So we're playing, and they're superimposing the stuff behind us live. So literally, we play the song, we go see what's happening. Right, you know, the guys, and you know, some were popping up in the fridge and stuff like that. Meanwhile, we're just popping up somewhere and standing. But we could see it. You didn't have to wait like a week after editing. So this was a fun time. Videos were weird. I always found them weird because I was one of those. Hey man. It's about the music. Music is the thing that's supposed to, you know, put the emotions in you. And so I was kind of anti-video. And the 80s videos were pretty cheeseball. All my videos are, like, I look at them and cringe.
Do you really?
Oh, for sure, man. Oh, yeah.
You know, I heard the same thing. John Oates told me that he says he can't stand to look back at his videos because, you know, what they had them do, you know, and what they wore, and I was laughing about it. He goes, "Well, imagine that someone found one of your worst photos from junior high, and they made it public. The whole world could see it."
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's
pretty much.
It's embarrassing, but I thought it was a great video. I thought it was great. It's funny. It was funny, but it's a great video. I like to watch it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. The tune was a fun tune to cut, and it did pretty okay. And I'm happy. I have no regrets about it. It was we were on the same label as Twisted Sister, and they released their song at the same time, and it was like one of these. Their song, our song, their song, our song. And it was this kind of thing, and then all of a sudden they just kind of started like this, and then the label just went, cut! We just did a crash landing. No more promo, no more anything. It was like, okay, bye. Up in flames. So, and then the thing about it all, the simpatico thing is Dee Snider went into radio too.
Yeah. Did you ever make interaction with him?
No, I never met him.
Yeah.
Even though we're label mates, he probably doesn't even know that. It's like, who? Max, who? Who's that guy? That's all right. No problem.
You're a prolific singer, songwriter, musician. You've received several Juno Awards and were inducted into the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame. So what would you contribute all your success to, Kim?
Wow, that's a great question. Because I don't really stop and think about that. That's something that you know, hey, what got me to where I am? All I can say, I think, is just follow my gut feeling. The people that I respected their opinion, I would listen to them, but not always follow what they would suggest. I mean, in the end, it's your life. Once again, it's your life, it's your music. Get that to where you love it, and that will bring you something. What it's going to bring you is a lot of joy. I'm going to this thing I've mentioned often about sort of what you're asking is not everybody's going to end up in the NHL. Not every kid's going to end up in the NHL, but you can enjoy playing hockey and be really good at it and love it and keep doing it. It's kind of like that with music. Not everybody's going to end up being as famous as Rush or U2 or Bryan Adams or whoever, Foo Fighters, but you get the same feeling. It's the same feeling I have when I walk on stage and play wherever I'm playing as Dave Grohl's going to get. The only thing that's different at the end of the night are the numbers. You know? So, barring that, music's fun, man. It's just it's a great gig to. I don't know. I'm getting away from your question, but because you're at, hey, I'm great at this. So it's hard for me to answer. It's such a great question. You kind of stumped me, but maybe just sort of stick with what you really believe you should be doing. That's kind of the only way in the arts. I think there are other gigs where you're like, okay, yep, sure, boss. Okay, boss. Okay. But in this one, it's more like, what's the universe telling me to do here? What's going to bring me joy? Because I think when you're doing things that are making you happy, that transcends to an audience. That's some good writing, I guess. Do it often. Quantity, not quality. Keep writing. Keep saying it every generation. Keep saying whatever language you and whatever music, however you do it. Just keep doing it, man. Like I love that. When you think about today's young kids that are into hip hop and programming and electronic dance stuff to like back in the 40s. Like look at how much music has changed. That's the way they did it back then, and this is the way they do it now. And it's like, it's beautiful. I'm not the kind of guy who goes, oh, I hate that. What are they doing? I mean, I buy it, but it's like, this is great, man. They're expressing themselves.
You think it was more because you had a plan and you were following your plan, or was there a lot of simply just being at the right place at the right time?
There's a lot of being at the right place at the right time, but you have to deliver too. So you can't be at the right place at the right time and not be playing some songs that people dig. And that wasn't like, okay, what are they going to dig? Rarely, I can't remember ever thinking like that. It was always just, this is kind of cool. Oh, that's going to be all right. Let's do that. Okay, let's do this part here, and then bang, and then go out and play it in front of some people even before it's recorded, and it's getting a reaction. It's like, that's a cool little song you did. It's just a process rolling along. That's just said, I rarely looked up and have gone, okay, how did I get here?
What kind of obstacles did you guys have to overcome? I mean, drugs, alcohol, fear. What was there?
I didn't get into that stuff. I watched a lot of people who ended up down that road. Obstacles were just the obstacle for me is having the right vibe when you walk on stage so that you can be relaxed enough to perform. And there's a million obstacles from acoustics to how you feel physically to whatever's going on or not going on. Those are the obstacles to me. I couldn't care less if we're sitting in an airport for 5 hours as opposed to grabbing a flight really quick. I don't care if the hotel kind of sucks or if the money's shit or if you get booted off a tour because whatever, for whatever reason. I mean, people look at or obstacles like the record company drops you or this. Those are all real, but to me, the obstacles are the ones that prevent me from walking on stage and being able to like not be holding on tight and just get to that Rockland Wonderland Zen kind of place.
Did you ever have the problems with record labels like so many bands do? Management, those kind of
Sure. That's the standing joke, right? You tell a million stories about signed away this and that, and then they want to put the pressure on. I mean, Rush, we watched Rush having all kinds of pressure like that after their third record, Caress of Steel. They were all over that band, and they just went, just put the blinders on when I'm not listening to this. Yeah, you get all that stuff. Manager stuff, record company stuff, promoter stuff, you know. Where's our rider? This is just a bag of chips. What's going on here? Like all that stuff, you go through it. But that's the joke. It's like there's a negative side too to this.
Yeah. Who had the best snacks?
Who had the best snacks? Okay. You mean backstage?
Yeah.
I think festivals. I always like festivals because it was every band. There's a tent, the catering tent. You have stuff in your trailer, yes. A lot of times you don't go into other bands' trailers. I mean, they'll come visit us. They're welcome to. We don't really have much in there, but I always like those kind of shows because there's a big tent where everybody can eat, and you run into everybody, the crew, wives, kids, musicians. Man, I remember having dinner, and Neil, Sean, and Journey was like just 10 feet away from me eating with Journey. I'm like kind of freaking out because I'm such a fan. I'd love to meet him, but I'm not going to go over all his eating and stuff like that. So we finish, and the guys in my band are like, man, he probably knows who you are. And I'm like, no, he doesn't. He's a frostbitten Canadian dude. Hey, I don't know. He probably does. I'm like, no. And so I go to get up after dinner, and he pushes his seat back and comes over to me and goes, hey, Kim, nice to meet you. I love your work. I'm a big fan. So it's kind of a cool moment. But I like those tent moments, you know, just good food. It's kind of like, I think a lot of musicians will be able to relate to that on a lot of levels of crews and everything.
Yeah, right.
Best snacks, though, you know, I don't know. Best snacks are on the road when you, hey, pull over here, right?
Yeah. Well, you mentioned earlier that Rush had a pretty big spread.
They did. Yeah, it was hot. It was something different every night. It was like one night it's kind of Japanese, and another night it's like beautiful curries or whatever. Another night it's sort of Italian, and I'm wow, this is just after food. This isn't like the catered dinner. It's amazing.
But they were making some pretty big money.
They were by then, yeah. We were making the opening act money.
Right.
There's a difference.
That's right.
Sure there is. But as I was saying to you, what's important is the feeling that I would get out there in front of opening up for them, possibly is the same feeling as they're getting on stage. Yeah, the crowd's there to see them. Yeah, they're cheering, but man, and we're working hard though. And when we get some applause, it's like, all right, we start eating. Once you start getting the hang and start getting an encore, and they're letting you take it. It's like, man, this is great. It's the same feeling.
Yeah.
They're in the bus and flying in jets, and they get in the van and loading our gear. It's not that bad, but
Yeah. But it is.
well, it has been. I paid the dues. People say, okay, what's the worst due you've ever paid? Sort of like, well, I can tell you, the worst really got bad. We were in a van once. Our gear and the band, we had a flat tire. We had one roadie, and we had one strong guy in the band too. And we're like, okay, it's winter. We have to change the tires. So we took out just enough gear. We're not going to empty the truck. And took the spare tire out. There's no jack. We had to lift. Everybody had to lift the front of the truck enough to pull the tire off and put the other back on. So he does that. We lift it barely. Hurry up. And he puts the tire on backwards, like the rim is inside out. So we have to do it again. So that's kind of paying the dues. And really, when I started my music career at 17, moved away from home, I'd have to say that was paying dues too, because the refrigerator in the rented house that the band had was outside because it didn't work. So thankfully we're in Canada, but in spring the band had to break up because we couldn't keep food cold. That's true. And that's a true story.
Wow.
Yeah. What are we going to do now? I guess we're going to move back home, break up. I didn't go back home, but.
I guess you can have a refrigerator outside, can't you?
Sure.
Yeah.
You don't want to be out there too long, but the food's okay.
Yeah. Hey, can we take a minute and talk?
Yes.
Story about some of your biggest hits. Go for Soda, Patio Lanterns, Robin Wonderland, Expedition Sailor,
Sure.
America. Can you tell me some backstory on some of those songs?
Sure. Rock and Roll Duty was the first. Was the quickest song I've written in my career. Remember my co-writer Pi Dubois came over, and it was like kind of about an hour before dinner. I was married at the time, and I was normally the cook, but my wife said, "Okay, I'll finish up dinner. You guys go upstairs." I said, "Yeah." He had some lyrics he wants to show me, and all of it was my rock and roll heart is always into the song. Sometimes they say it right, sometimes it's wrong. He didn't have my rock and roll, and I was like, oh, okay. I just started playing the rock and roll duty riff, and literally in not much longer than the song itself takes to play, we had it done. So that was like blazing fast. It was just like, okay, that's a verse. That's great. So what's be the next line? He goes, my rock and roll heart's always in the song. I'm going to get it right. Okay. Sometimes I'm rich. Now I'm tan. Stuff like that. Okay. Well, here we go. The chorus. What's happening? He goes, I don't know. We're just doing rock and roll duty. Right. Okay. I'm doing rock and it was fun, man. It's fun. That's sort of how that song got written. And it's like one of the audience's favorite things. So that's cool. Patio Lanterns.
Yeah.
Patio Lanterns was a different song for me, more poppy than it was a song I didn't even want on the record. We had on Shaking Like a Human Being, which won Album of the Year up here in Canada. We had a couple extra tunes. They say, hey, which one do you want to take off? And I said, take off Patio Lanterns, because it was a struggle to record, struggle to all the way through, right from top to bottom. Except for writing it. I had a really old van, 375,000 kilometers. I don't know what that is in miles. It'd be 150,000 miles. Old rust bucket. And my co-writer goes, I have these lyrics here. I'm just going to leave them there. They're a little bit different. Says, I've been hesitant to give them to you. He was a guy who submitted the lyrics to Tom Sawyer with Rush. So this is the guy I'm talking about. Okay. So there's context. And I looked at him. He got out. He went down the street or wherever the heck he's going. I'm driving off. And I stopped at a light and I'm just kind of looking at the lyrics. And right away, I heard heard the little riff, and I pulled my band over downtown Toronto and wrote the lyrics to that, and got home and kind of finished it up. That's how that worked.
That song really well for you in Canada, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. Yeah, it really did well. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Why did you have so many hits in the top 20 in Canada and just the one in America? What were they just not playing your music on air?
Yeah, it was an airplay thing. I don't know, promotion thing, song. I don't know. I'm not bitter about it. I don't have any regrets. I've had a nice life. And
yeah, but those songs are great songs, and I don't understand why they were.
Yeah, there was a couple that I kind of went, I don't get why rock and roll duty wasn't happening, or there was a couple Lager Nail, straight ahead rock stuff, you know. And then you mentioned a song Expedition Sailor, sort of a side. There's always been that rock inside to me, and then there's always sort of a pretty side, and that's as a songwriter, you can't be afraid to finish something that you're on to. Like oh man, nothing makes me happier to see some shredding metal guitar player write something pretty. Like get right out of his comfort zone. You know, yeah, I'm kind of writing some little country thing right now. Like finish it. Do it. Just take it to its conclusion. So, is there another song you want to know about? Or you said America?
Yes.
Or you said Expedition Sailor or something? What did you say?
Sailor America, both of those.
Expedition Sailor was one of the more atmospheric tunes I've written. That was off Rockland Wonderland. There's a couple songs on that record that were like that. Just with the vibe of that tune, I wanted to really just set up. The lyrics in that song are images to me. It's not a story, right? So the opening line, I woke up in the middle of the Atlantic, I had a view of the whole wide world. And I was on an Expedition Sailor. I'm out to find a much better world. That's not a story. That's more like images. You know, across the date line, across the equator. There's no place I can't call home. These are like pictures, and I just wanted that music to sort of support that imagery of the atmosphere of being on a boat somewhere and doing that. So that was the challenge, but I think kind of nailed it. Okay, in a non-cheesy way, because sometimes that can get you can get into that. Rick Hammett, who's a guitar player up here in Canada, he was with Triumph, who did well down in Texas. Yeah, Rick played the acoustic solo on that. Yeah. We share the same birthday. So.
Really?
Yeah. We're both July 10th. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, I had him on months ago. He's just a really great guy. Triumph was.
Yeah, I think there's something coming out about them soon. Yeah, we get together sometimes, a bunch of musicians in Toronto. We have musicians, gentlemen's dinner. And it's usually the cheapest restaurant we can find. and we'll be like 6 or 10 of us sitting around and we go, okay. For the first 10 minutes, we can talk about our health and medication. Then that's it. And so everybody's like, oh yeah, that's back pain. Rick's like, oh yeah, I can't, vertigo, this and that. And I'm like, oh man. And then it's like, okay, that's it. Everybody look at the menu, and we can't bring up health anymore. And we never talk about music after that. It's more like, there'll be the odd story, but generally it's about families and, hey, how's your dog? Oh, cool. Stuff like that.
Wouldn't it be cool if all you guys got together and kind of did a traveling kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, it'd be fun. People don't do that enough here in Canada. I think you're talking about collaborating.
Yes.
Yeah, and collaborating across genres.
Yes.
You rarely see that. Yeah, someone will come in and sit in on a rock guitar player, come in and sit on a rock band thing or whatever. But I'd like to see off the top of my head, myself playing a guitar solo on a Justin Bieber song, or like kind of those kind of weird collaborations. Not weird, but crossing. Yeah, cool.
There's a lot of contrast.
Yeah. See what happens.
Right.
Anyway, America, I can't really remember too much about writing that. Other than being on my back porch when I was came up with the guitar riff. I remember it was beautiful. And saw a face in the middle of America. It was just. I don't really have a story on that one. Sometimes it's pretty non-eventful how a song comes together. I mean, it's nice that a song comes together, but one of the hardest tunes I wrote was off Rockland 2. I think it was a song called Crossroads. And sometimes getting to the other side of the mountain is almost impossible to the finish line. But my advice to songwriters is never give up, man, because I worked on that song a long time, months and months. And I kind of think there are record producers that will go, if you have to work on something this hard, the song isn't right. I'm like, no. Part of the song is here that I love, but it's just finding the right part that's going to sound like it belongs.
I was going to get you to play something, but you have a guitar with you today.
No, I don't. I'll be rocking a little later tonight. My amps are behind me. They're in another room, like all my live stuff. I light it up here at night after dinner because I know both my neighbors have little kids. And they're going to school, but they're younger. And it's bad time around probably 8 to 9. So around 7:30, I come down here and I light it up. And keeps me young. It's not working very well, but
Yeah.
great talking to you, man. I wish you a lot of success. I'm sure this show people will be tuning out.
Oh no!
I have something's been on my mind though. I've counted your bracelets like about 4 times. Is there 10? Is there 10? Count.
See. 9 today.
Okay. I must be seeing.
But I don't grab them all. And believe it or not, every one of these was given to me.
Cool. And it has a story.
And has a story. Yeah.
That's nice.
Sometimes I've got 12. Today is 9. It just depends on what I grab, I guess.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, it's a good rock look, man. You know, when this is over, I'm going to be like a horse out of a gate, man. I'm going to be going to visit all kinds of people. Whether I'm gigging or not, it's like boom.
So what's next for Kim Mitchell?
To get through the pandemic safely, to get vaccinated, and to hopefully see rock rooms open up, and to enjoy my life as a musician and just as a dude with my friends and family, and hopefully I'll be able to do that for a few more years. That'd be nice. That's what's ahead, hopefully.
Awesome.
And what about you? What's ahead for you?
I'm enjoying every minute of this life. And keep on being involved in things I like being involved with, like my kids, my family, my work, talking to you guys. There's not that many people that get to do what I do.
It's true.
I'm very blessed. I mean, I'm not Rolling Stone magazine. I'm not Hard Media, but I'm talking to you and Rick Emmett from Triumph and John Oates from Hall & Oates and Simon Kirk from Bad Company and He's from Vanilla Fudge. And
now we do gigs with Carmine.
Yeah, he's a hoot, man.
Yeah, man. I could tell you sort of an X-rated story about that, but that's another time.
Okay. All right, we'll have a beer over that one.
Sure. It's funny. It's not, he wasn't being a bad boy with somebody. It was just something was going on in our dressing room. It was really funny. I howl at it every time.
Is it X-rated?
No. Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's two drummers, my drummer and him. And my drummer had no filter, and he's just like, "Hey, Carmine, come here." He says, "Are these herpes?" He whips it on the car. Like, yeah, man, I think they are. Oh, man. Rock and roll. Gotta go.
Carmine probably do.
Yeah, he may have. Well, he sure sounded like he knew.
No, wait a minute.
He was pretty certain.
Did he not in your freaking band or in your crew have a filter? Because your lighting guy didn't have a filter.
No, my guitar tech's the worst. Like he's one of those guys that when you think something but would never say it, he goes right in there and says it. It's just really. It's kind of embarrassing, especially like if we're crossing the border or something. He's kind of a big guy. I don't mean like he's a big strong guy, and he just will drop the F-bomb or whatever and line up and doesn't care who hears him, and it's just like, dude, like there's women here and there's kids. It's like, oh fuck, pops, what's your problem? It's like, oh man, you know.
Kim, I wish you and your family the very best of health, happiness, and success. Everything good that this life has to offer.
Daryl, thanks a lot, man. It was a real pleasure speaking with you, and back at you. The same.
Guys, you can find out more about Kim Mitchell on his website, kimmitchell.ca. And as always, I will include links to his music in the description below this video, so all you have to do is click. And I want to thank each of you for hanging out with Kim and I today. Please like and share this video and click subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. And then click that tiny bell to receive notifications when I post something new. That will wrap this episode of Barside Jive. Until next time, peace, love, and rock and roll. You know, this has been a lot of fun talking to you. You're a great guy, and you've got
stories, sir.
Stories. And I really appreciate you. It's been a blast, and it was wonderful getting to meet the creator of one of my favorite songs.
Oh, that's sweet, man. Thanks. All right, DCC.
All right, brother. You take care.
You too, man.
Okay.
Stay well, man.
See you next time.
responsible for any incorrect or inaccurate information caused by this broadcast. Barside Jive does assume, however, all responsibility for the satirical nature of its content and for the occasional fictional nature of its content. All characters appearing in this broadcast, even those based on real people, except for our featured guests, of course, are entirely fictional, and any resemblance between them and any persons living, dead or undead, is purely a miracle.